Happy Thanksgiving. Today is Thanksgiving Day, and today I decided to launch a new channel. Like literally a few hours ago, I decided to launch a new channel called the Crystalized Life. And the reason I decided to launch this channel is because I started to think about how can I embody what Thanksgiving is really about. I've never had my own view of Thanksgiving. I've always been a part of somebody else's tradition or how things go and how they're supposed to be. But I never really had given thought to what does Thanksgiving been, what does it mean for me? And so when I began to really reflect about that, what I discovered is that Thanksgiving is about gratitude. And when I began to think about what am I grateful for, the thing that I am most grateful for is who I am becoming. I can see how the challenges of my life have helped me to forge me into the person I am today and the person I am becoming. And so I decided, well, one of the greatest things I can do and as an offering on Thanksgiving Day and every day is to share my journey. Because I know that many people may be like me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, confused, not understanding, and having no place to go to really get a genuine view of what is going on with me and my life. So anyway, that's the Crystallized Life. Now, I have a channel warning, okay? And I almost decided not to do this channel on the same day. I decided, oh, I'm going to do this channel. And then it's like, no, I'm not doing that. And I started not to do it because I know that sharing my journey will probably trigger people, okay? And I'm an entrepreneur and a founder, and I was like, oh my gosh, I may lose customers. I may have people that don't resonate with me. But what I decided in going through the thought process of, okay, what you gonna do is that I can't give my story without it. There's no answer without me authentically sharing what the journey really was about. And so I decided I don't care. But what I should do to help everybody out is I should have a channel warning. You know how they put a little warning on stuff? So I have a channel warning, and I'm actually going to read the channel warning from my notes into the camera, and then I'll get into the content for today, Thanksgiving Day, right? So here we go. Channel warning. This channel may challenge your current spiritual perspective. I share my personal journey of growth, reflection, and transformation. The messy, real, in-between parts of becoming. That includes tools and practices that help me reflect on myself, like tarot, energy work, and other unconventional mirrors. This is not a teaching channel. It is not a self-help channel. It's not a self-help program or a guide to fixing anyone. It's a space for witnessing, reflection, and exploration of my story and my truth. If this resonates, I welcome you. I'm glad you are here. If not, that's okay too. Feel free to step away in love, no hard feelings. Okay? There you go. Now, happy Thanksgiving again. But I want to share about how I came to this point of being so grateful for who I'm becoming. And the pivotal point for me is that in the last week or so, I'm an entrepreneur founder. And in the last week or so, I've really become to realize that all of the work that I've been doing, all of the things that I've been creating, I couldn't really make sense out of what they were for, how they would fit into the big picture, or, if they made sense, if they didn't make sense. But all of the things that I have been working on, developing, creating, tossing away, pulling back, are coming together in a very cohesive way that makes me feel like success is coming. And so I thought to myself, okay, what would I say? If somebody asked me, well, to what do you attribute your success? I was like, well, what would I say? Well, what do most people say? Well, back in the day, it's like, well, giving honor to God who was the head of my life. I just want to thank you. No, I couldn't do that because there's more to it than there's like no how in that. It's like, okay, God helped you, but how? I prayed, but how? What did the prayer look like? How did your life change? What were some of the decisions and how did you make them along the journey? That's what I was needing to see, and I didn't see it anywhere. I became my own experiment, okay? And so I thought, well, no, I'm not going to say that. That's not me. And then I thought, well, I can't say it's me because as I look at the pieces coming together of my life, I assure you that I was not sitting down with a notebook and a pen or sitting in a visualization session and I got the idea that all these things were going to happen. No. Directionally, did I understand that things were going to happen? Yes. But the detail about how they came together, what worked together, all of that, I can't sit here and say, oh, well, yeah, I came up with all that. That wouldn't be true. So then it's like, okay, what am I going to say? What can I attribute this to? And what I have that I can attribute it to is the moment that I realize that I am so much bigger than just this person that you see in front of you. I am a part of the consciousness of all that is God. It's what most people call God, right? And when I realized that God, the all is my preferred name for what most people refer to God as the all. When I realized that I was so loved and I was so divine, I was so amazingly made, and I had so many skills and so many, potential areas where I can be great, it allowed me just enough space to peek up above who I thought I was and entertain the possibility that I could be better. I could be smarter. I could be more valued. I could be more valuable than just what other people perceive me to be. I was such a people pleaser. I was looking for approval from everyone but me. And so this process that allowed me to really see me, to allow myself to become visible to me, is what I am so grateful for. The becoming. And I'm so grateful that my Creator created this beautiful environment for me to thrive in, that every single thing that I needed to connect with, that I needed to understand more about, that this dynamic existence has allowed me to take my life and pick it up and look at it and look at me and understand what things I have been carrying that didn't belong to me, what things I needed to look at and have a different perspective on. And as those things began to happen, I became different. The becoming is the journey. The becoming was the release. Now, I've taken some hits for this. The last 5 years of my life have been the most excruciatingly painful years of my life. But I have become such a different person. And I've become a person that I never would have become had I not had those experiences. So this channel allows me to look at you and say, hey, don't worry. It's okay. Everything is going to work out. And listen, here's what I did. I don't know if it's going to fit for you or not. This is not a one size fits all existence. It's really not, but it doesn't need to be. Because you have your own personal story, your own personal challenges. And this is another thing that caused me to have a different perspective. When I started looking at what would I say, what I realized is that I couldn't say it was my spiritual journey, because there are many people who are very wealthy and very successful who are still questioning their existence, what they're about. And so the actual success part is more about discipline and focus, in the sense that somebody who doesn't have any spiritual, direction could figure it out. But I personally needed to be able to share what the journey has been like in a way where you're okay. I'm talking to myself 5 years ago, like, no, boo, you're not crazy. You're not a weirdo. Oh, maybe you are a weirdo, but in a good sense. Because these are the things that people have said to me over the years that really hurt my feelings. And so I had to get past that and be like, okay, wait. There's nothing wrong with me. And this journey, the information I'm going to share on the Crystalized Life, is where I'm going to share with you, what did I do? How did I overcome? Reflections, live and in person, while I'm building my business, because I'm not there yet. I'm anticipating being there, but I'm not there yet. And I made a decision today that it's okay. I'm going to be vulnerable. And some people aren't going to like that. Some people are going to be triggered. And some people are going to be mean to me. And I'm okay, because you're worth it. If you resonate with my channel and this information, you're worth it. And you deserve to have somebody to understand who you are and help you on this journey and not judge you. I needed that. And so now I am going to be the person I needed to have for you. Welcome to the Crystallized Life.